Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal Television. I am Rosina Rai. First, the top stories. Week-long deadline given by the president to form new government expiring today. Decisive meet of ruling coalition underway in Balwata. Christmas Day being celebrated across the world, including Nepal. Over 1 million Americans and Canadians facing outage on Christmas Day as winter storm causes havoc. Taliban bans Afghanistan's women from working at NGOs over a drip. And Biratnagar Super Kings chasing target of 158 runs against Lumbini All-Stars in T20 League. Pokhara Avengers to meet Janakpur Royals in the other match. Welcome back. Now we have the news in details. The deadline given by the president to the political parties to claim the premiership and form the new government is ending today. President Bidya Devi Bhandari had granted a week's time for the political parties to form new government following the recent House of Representatives elections. The deadline is expiring at 5 p.m. today. According to sub-article 2 of Article 76 of the Constitution, the president gave 7 days time to form the government since no party got a clear majority in the November 20 elections. Nepali Congress won 89 seats, CPN UML 78, CPN Maoist Center 32, Rashtriya Swatantra Party 20, Rashtriya Prajatantra Party 14, Janata Samajwadi Party Nepal 12, and CP's Lokatantrik Samajwadi Party 4, Janamukti Party 3, Rashtriya Janamorcha and Nepal Mazdoor Kisan Party won 1 seat each. 5 independent candidates have also been elected to the lower house of parliament. With just 5 hours left for the deadline granted by the president to expire, top brass of ruling coalition is holding a decisive meeting at the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwata. Leaders of ruling parties, including Prime Minister and Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuwa, CPN Maoist Center Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal, CPN Socialist leader Madhav Kumar Nepal are participating in the meeting underway at Balwata. With a decision to continue the current 5-party ruling coalition, leaders have been trying to reach the government. Nepali Congress, meanwhile, has claimed to form a new government in its leadership, stating it won the most number of seats in the lower house of the parliament. The minimum temperature in Kathmandu Valley dropped to 4.5 degrees Celsius today. This temperature is the lowest recorded so far this year. Meteorologist Hira Bhattrai said that the temperature of Kathmandu Valley was 4.5 degrees Celsius at 6 this morning, adding that this is the lowest so far this year. The minimum temperature on Saturday morning was recorded at 5.3 degrees Celsius. We have more of this on the side. Do stay tuned. Short break. Welcome back. You are on Nepal Television News. Now we have the news from international front. Christmas, the greatest festival of Christians, is being celebrated with much fanfare across the world. The day celebrated to mark the birth of Jesus Christ on December 25. On the occasion, Christians visit a church and exchange a gift with family and friends. The King of Rome, Constantine, started the celebration of the festival in 350 AD. Christmas celebrations have started in the biblical town of Bethlehem, Vatican City, and other cities across the world. The Nepal government, meanwhile, has another tourist destination is the country are seeing a large footfall of people today to celebrate Christmas festival. More than 1 million Americans and Canadians are facing Christmas Day without power as a massive winter storm continues to pummel North America. A bomb cyclone when atmospheric pressure plummets has brought snow, strong winds and freezing temperatures. Nearly 250 million are affected and at least 19 days have been linked to the storm that extend more than 2,000 miles from Quebec to Texas. Thousands of the worst hit by the cold, with the temperatures dropping to minus 45 degrees Celsius. An order by the Taliban banning women from working for non-governmental organizations, NGOs, has been condemned by the United Nations, which said the move violated fundamental rights. The Islamist rulers justified the move by saying female NGO staff had broken dress codes by not wearing hijabs. The decree comes just days after female students were banned from universities. The U.S. Secretary of State also criticized the move, saying it would be devastating for the Afghan people. The move has sparked international outrage, with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken saying he was deeply concerned. We have more updates at the side. Do stay tuned. Again, a short break. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now we have the remaining international headliners. As the war in Ukraine enters its 10th month, fighting continues in the country's eastern region of Kharkiv. Areas of the region are still being targeted by Russian strikes, whilst Ukrainian commanders also say Russian troops have been trying to cross the Ukrainian. Conditions have been causing some issues. Serhiy Melink, commander of Kharkiv garrison, vowed the entire region would be retaken by Kiev in the near future, as Russia withdrew from parts of the region and Ukraine undertook its counteroffensive. Moscow's forces left behind some equipment and ammunition which has been taken by Ukrainian troops. Chinese State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi held a phone conversation Saturday with Singaporean Foreign Minister Vivian Balakrishnan to discuss relations between their two countries. At the phone talks, Wang said that as the world enters a period of turbulence and transition, China and Singapore have an important stabilizing factor in the region and beyond. Balakrishnan spoke highly of the high-level exchanges between Singapore and China and said he values the important consensus and cooperation outcomes between the two sides. Wang also stressed that China will continue to facilitate personnel exchanges. Two more updates. Before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights at the side. Moving on to sports now. Super Kings is playing against the Lumbini All-Stars in the first match of the day. In the match underway to cricket ground in Kirtipur, Biratnagar, that chose to bowl first after winning the toss is now chasing the target of 158 runs. Biratnagar had so far scored 82 runs with a loss of 3 wickets in 12 overs. Lumbini garnered 157 runs after losing 6 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. In the other match of the day, slated to begin at 1 p.m., Pokhara Avengers is all set to clash with the Janakpur Royals. Pokhara Avengers had lost its opening match against Kathmandu Knights on Saturday. Argentina's captain Lionel Messi has reached an agreement in principle to renew his contract at Qatar. Is out of contract at the French club in June 2023. Earlier this week, Barcelona president Joan Laporta said he would love Messi to return to the Spanish club where he spent 21 years, but Balaghi says Barca have not approached Messi about a return. He will sign a one-year deal with the option of another year, and the agreement has come after 4 months of talks between PSG director of football Luis Campos and Messi's father George. We are almost at the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines. Week-long deadline given by the president to form new government expiring today. Decisive meet of ruling it across the world, including Nepal. Over 1 million Americans and Canadians facing outage on Christmas Day as winter storm causes havoc. Taliban bans Afghanistan's women from working at NGOs over dress code. Latest move condemned by the United Nations and the US. And Biratnagar Super Kings chasing target of 158 runs against Lumbini All-Stars in T20 League. Pokhara Avengers to meet the Janakpur Royals in another match. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, goodbye and namaste.